guys, I just wanted to go over some observations from your motif analysis last week. Really good job overall. I especially like the way you guys are making inferences about what these images mean for the characters. Really good quote choices for that last example. One thing I noticed, color coding. This is really important. For the students that color coded, most of you had all of the pieces of the analysis that you were supposed to have. For those of you that didn't color code, you were sometimes missing things here and there. My biggest suggestion is to continue to color code your analysis in the same way. And I'm going to keep the same color system even for your final essay. Since I'm not there to look at your analysis and check in with you in person, this is a really good way for you to check yourself and to make sure that you have all three pieces of the analysis, because that's really what I'm going to be looking for. This is the end of the year, and even though you're not writing these essays in the classroom, we have been preparing for this in class all year. So I really want you to focus on creating really strong analysis responses for each piece of evidence in that final essay. But we're not there yet, but just to kind of get your heads in the right space thinking about that, make sure you color code. This was the piece that was missing most often. So the purple and the last section of your analysis must connect back directly to the thesis statement. So in our assignment, the thesis statement was that guilt can drive you mad, can drive a person crazy. And so you always had to bring it back to that. So whatever your example was, you want to come back to, well, this shows that guilt is driving him mad because blah, blah, blah. Lastly, there was some issues with citations, and I know I didn't get to go over this with you in person, and I just mentioned it briefly. So I want to make sure that you guys understand how to cite lines in a play. It's different from an actual text like we've been practicing all year. So in the parentheses, so you can see an example down here. In the parentheses, you have the act number first, and then a period. You have the scene number of the play, and then another period. And then you have the line numbers. Here's your example. So if the line is, hi there, that's a really short line, but you put the quotes around the quote just like you normally would. Parentheses, so this is Act 2, Scene 3, lines 33 through 45. And then just like we used to do, you have to put the punctuation after the citation. So instead of putting that exclamation point here, it comes after the citation, just like a regular citation that we've been doing all year. All right, guys, I hope this helped. I'll be kind of sending you back here when we start to draft our essay, but I wanted to give you some feedback right away before we move on and practice this again. All right, hope you're enjoying Macbeth. Talk to you soon.